if it's okay with you, if it's permissible, we will do a show on that beer.
Okay, well.
Is that good with you?
Well, there's worse things that could happen.
Yeah, and also any other beers that you want us to do a show on, by all means, you have carte blanche.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
this is wonderful.
We love this beer. We love your company. We would love to support you guys.
Everything you guys do, we love.
Yes.
Perfect. Well,
absolutely.
It's getting a little rowdy in the background.
Well, it's a bar. Yeah. It's an open bar.
Well, we have to mention that normally we do this after hours, but we're doing it right now during open hours, and there's a lot of people here.
It's like being a 522-year-old brewer. You have to be authentic, right?
Yeah, I have to be authentic.
Right?
This is what it's really like here.
Yeah.
This is what it's really like. So.
May I ask one question?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Please do.
Should we get another
let's
Steigl beer?
Yeah, let's
I
get
think we need another Steigl
Oh, okay.
beer. I agree.
Okay.
By the way, you're listening to Key West Beer Tales, and some of our beers brought to you by the Cork and Stogie, 1218 Duval Street, sunny Key West. That's why we live here.
That's why we live here. All right, when lager beer was first, I'm not sure if we could say discovered, but when it was all the development for it. One of the brewers was a gentleman by the name of Anton Dreher, who was from Vienna. The other one was
Vienna Märzen. That's what you talk about, right?
Exactly. And there was another brewer, and at the moment, I'm going to confess, I've had like a whole bunch of beer today, so I'm legally able to say that I forget his name. I can see his face, but he's from Munich.
Well, there's probably Gabriel Siedelmeier.
Thank you. That's him. That's him.
Yeah,
Gabriel Siedelmann.
It was like,
and then
he was the founder of the Spaten Brewery.
Yes, exactly. And then there was another one from the Czech Republic who was before all of them, who started it all, called I'm not sure if I'm Poppe.
Urquell.
I'm not. Yeah, but he was before Urquell. His name was Poppe, and he was a Czech.
He founded the Pilsner style.
Yeah. Well, the Pilsner style was founded. An interesting story with Pilsner Urquell is that they brought in a Bavarian brewer because they were very upset with the brew that they had in Pilsen.
Those days you couldn't drink their beer. That's
exactly
that was their problem.
So I think it also. I'm just saying that it should be mentioned that Anton Dreher from Austria, the Schwachacht brewery, if I pronounced that right.
Schwachacht.
Thank you. He was one of the main people in developing lager beers. That we drink today, that has to be recognized. And of course, Steigl is from Austria. It's one of the primary.
I guess that's absolutely right.
Yeah,
what you're saying.
It has to be acknowledged that Austria was one of the main countries that developed lager beer.
Absolutely, lager, and then
Prost.
Prost,
Prost, Prost,
Steigl.
Everybody, Prost.
I think Chris is maybe feeling it a little bit.
Just a little.
But let me, just one addition to that.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And then both, Bavarians and Austrians. I mean, I'm Bavarian, so I was born south of Munich, but I'm now working for the Austrians.
Oh, okay.
Salzburg-based Steigl. Bavarians and Austrians, they get along very good.
They basically speak the same dialect. Is that correct?
The Salzburg dialect and the Southern Bavarian dialect
is the Bayerisch.
Pretty much the same. Bayerisch and Salzburg.
Yeah.
So, but then the two beer types kind of a little bit spread a little. Austria went a little bit more in the Märzen type, which I said before, between a Munich lager and Oktoberfest beer. And then Munich got a little bit on the Munich lager side. One thing that you said, Gabriel Siedelmeier.
Yes, yeah.
He was the the Siedelmeier family. I think they have a GS. They were founded in 1397, but Gabriel Siedelmeier was a very good friend of Werner von Linde at those days, and he talked to his buddy and said, "Look, I'm tired of cutting out those ice pieces." True. And those two invented artificial refrigeration for breweries.
Yeah.
Right.
And ever since there was a gigantic step for modern breweries you can finally lager, store, and cool down beers. So it two very important people for our daily life and our pleasure and feeling good about the whole thing.
But that's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
Yeah,
I think that's
fantastic.
fair to say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wouldn't
Awesome.
argue that.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, you connected some dots for me. You made the picture whole.
Well, you know, when I studied it years ago, it was basically a triangle, and what they had is you had Munich, Vienna,
And Prague.
and Prague, and
That's
that was
the
a triangle.
triangle. And I would say we are here in Key West.
Yeah. Willkommen by Key West, by the way.
Oh, okay. And that's why we live here? That's what you
right.
said?
You're he's part of the show.
That's
Well
why
done.
we
Well
live
done.
here.
That's why we live here. Well, maybe I will someday. Well,
Hopefully.
you have to help me on that. No, what I'm saying is if you ever go over there, this is a fantastic triangle. I mean, Vienna these days should be substituted through Salzburg. I mean, you have to see the Steigl brewery.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
But then Munich, Prague, Salzburg, Vienna, it's an incredible cultural journey, and it goes back to the grassroots of brewing beer. And I mean, the cleanest consumer good
Yeah.
on this planet. The only thing you eat and drink that hasn't been involved in a scandal, like meat or vegetables and milk and all the beer, wine. We had a big wine scandal in Austria 26 years ago. Beer was never affected. It's the cleanest consumer good you have on this planet for over 3,000 years already. That's something remarkable. And if you go over there to the cradle, you should. I would recommend everybody to go that triangle.
You know, maybe what we should do is I think and I don't know if it's been done before, but maybe it should be, because there's so much of an international interest in beer these days that maybe we could maybe somebody could set up a tour of.
Oh, I can only tell you on this program, if he comes through Dave here, people you send over are always welcome at the Steigl
nice.
Brewery.
Feeling
I mean,
nice.
don't
you.
send 2,000. You know, we have to handle the beer. Well, we can't handle the beer, but anytime.
No, but that's
We have a very nice brewery, restaurant, brewery pub. You can taste all the different beers.
I'm actually going to be in that part of Europe in March.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
so
That's
stop
great.
by.
Yeah,
All right.
I will.
I'll give you my card and we'll get you 1 or 2 beers.
Okay.
You know, it's
Get you a
too
couple.
dangerous, you know.
Yes, right.
What happened to Mark? I think he fell in a fermenter.
Well,
Mark is
the fermenter.
busily
Yeah.
fermenting.
Robert from the Steigl Brewery.
Thank you,
we
Robert.
absolutely appreciate you showing up tonight and being a part of our guests. And what a fabulous guest tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
beyond a
Absolutely.
very
fabulous.
articulate. Just
an honor
I just
for us.
Love
It seriously is.
hearing
yeah.
your
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
well, thanks for having me. And you know, my problem sometimes is I talk like the synapses go there. So it's honest. I mean, that's how I feel, and I feel extremely comfortable here. You come in here, people wear a Steigl shirt. You feel home here. I've never been to Key West
It's
in my
very
life.
homey.
Like,
It's
everyone
very
is
This
homey.
time
wearing-
you feel home, and I might as well think about, well, I could stay all night here. So it has
Please
been an
do.
extremely pleasant.
Well, one of the
Setup.
things we only met like an hour ago, or a
Yes.
little over, and one of the things I had the impression of with you is that you're very there's no BS. Fair stay in BS.
No,
BS.
Bullshit.
Well, we can't say that on some of these radio shows, but you know,
okay, it's okay.
you're just a very honest person. There's no I'm this, I'm that. No, none of that. It's,
You don't
you're just
make anything
you're
up.
I
just-
think that people don't
you
like
are
that.
no.
I mean, you
well,
know,
a lot of people
the
try to come
times
across
of
that way.
Louis 14 are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you have too many people. I cannot brew beer.
Yeah.
That's the job of the brewmaster, and he does a fantastic job. So he's my colleague.
Yeah.
I cannot distribute beer. That's the job of our drivers.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
have our hats to wear.
Well,
you know?
I would be a horrible restaurant owner.
But the thing is that you come across as being a very honest and sincere person who's just completely straightforward, and I think that's fantastic.
well, thank you very much.
No, thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Thank
we-
you. It's been a pleasure.
It's
And
been
welcome
an
home,
honor.
Robert.
Thank you. Well, if I even will not retire, I have at least 10 more years. You know, I have a,
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
young daughter, young son, whatever. That I'll be back for business, and
Good.
who knows? You have to help me out
Hey,
afterwards.
you know
right?
what? Whenever you're in town, please come on our
Okay,
show.
well, hey,
Please do.
please.
goes without
it's been
saying.
a real
I mean,
pleasure.
I will be back in my home yard
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
now
yeah.
on, whenever I'm down
Yeah.
here. Okay.
And you're always welcome here.
well, thanks for having me, and enjoy good Steigl beer. Thanks for everything.
Oh, we always enjoy Steigl.
Okay,
Prost.
Prost.
Prost! Yeah, Prost!
We are back with Michael Schmitzberger, who is what is your position with Steigl?
I'm the export director.
He's the export director. How is that? That's cool.
With Steigl Brewery.
So you're responsible for getting the beer to us.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Thank you so
Could
much.
you hold that, please?
Where's your beer?
I will hold
No,
it.
hold
Yeah.
that one,
Prost.
please.
Prost.
Could you hand that one
Prost,
to
yeah,
me?
cheers.
Prost.
Everybody's got cheers on
Hand
the
that one to
Prost.
me. You wish it was that easy, don't you?
I did it now. Cheers. Prost. Prost.
Yeah, Prost.
I don't know.
Fine, Prost.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Danny and Mark and Chris. I don't know what you whether you witnessed that, but I had Michael hand me a Steigl beer, and I said, "Don't you wish it was that easy to get
He was
your
exporting it to
product
you.
from your hand to mine?"
It's not that easy.
He's exporting
in
it
the
to
real
you.
life, but
No, it's not that
something
simple.
like this, yeah.
There's a lot more paperwork involved, I do
Yeah,
believe.
A little more
that's
paperwork.
for sure.
A
Yeah.
little more paperwork.
Would you walk us through the actual process of exporting beer from?
From the from the production to having it here.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be a long.
Well,
long
just
Dumb it down.
generalize.
Dumb it down.
Okay. Yeah, we are producing just on ordering. So if our importer call us and say, hey, come on, we need another container of Steigl beer, we produce it, fill it, and put it into the container.
Now, how much lead time? How much time do they need to do this ahead of time?
14 days. So we
That's
need
all.
14 days, 14 days to 3 weeks.
Okay.
To fill an
brew-
entire
yeah.
container.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
how do you send it? Are these all bottles, or are they kegs?
It's depends.
from
It depends.
Foss?
It's
Kegs or-
everything. It's cans, bottles, and kegs. So
Okay.
it depends on the need of the U.S.
Okay. And you and I were talking earlier. You were talking about who are the biggest export markets. Obviously, Austria. You're based in Austria, so that's your biggest market.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
after Austria, who is your 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is.
Okay.
But who are your biggest export markets?
Yeah, the biggest one, the U.S. is on first now.
Fantastic.
Overruled Canada. Canada was leading the last 3 years, and then we have Italy, Germany on fourth. On fifth, it's the UK and also Australia.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
okay, so
So the-
Germany
the
is
biggest
fifth.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
says a lot because there's so many breweries, especially in the area where you're at. You're on the border of Bavaria,
Yeah.
and in Bavaria there's at least 1,600 breweries alone. So the fact that you're going into Germany says a whole lot about how well you're doing
Yeah, but-
as your number 4 export.
But it's we do not have a biggest eye on it on Germany because as you told us, as you said before, there are
Yeah.
so many breweries, and we just picked some hotspots.
Okay. Yeah.
And these hotspots are Berlin as the main city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Hamburg.
Yeah.
We got you now.
Yeah.
And also
We
Cologne
got,
and
we
Düsseldorf.
got Danny's lineage in there.
Yeah.
and, yeah.
Just,
Oh, that's fantastic. But Dusseldorf am I correct? I'm trying to get my geography right in the back of my